welcome back to the channel. This is Modesty 33 here, aka Chris with a C. Back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, you just happen to click on. Welcome. So I try to put out videos once or twice a week. I haven't been doing that lately, you guys. I've just been taking a little bit break with the new year, with 2021. So happy new year, everyone. Hopefully things have been going as well as they can for you at this moment in time. So yeah, I am actually going to be doing a comparison video today. This was a requested video on one of my last videos that I did upload. I think doing a review about my Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini backpack. So some of you guys, or I think maybe it was just one of you, asked for a comparison between this bag and the Bumbag, which don't get many requests, so I'm happy to oblige. So yes, we're going to be doing a comparison between, again, the Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini backpack as well as the Louis Vuitton Bumbag. So yes, I know some of you guys had made comments on my video that you were actually interested in this bag or you were in the process of getting this bag. So we're just going to be doing a comparison between two of Louis Vuitton's very popular bags. So yeah, we're just going to be talking about, like, I'll just kind of give you some of the little backdrop of my interest in the bags when I got them, my experience with both of them, and which one I kind of prefer right now. You probably already know, maybe, possibly, if you've watched some of my more recent videos, but yes, we're just going to be talking about, yeah, just some pros and cons of each bag. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and start with the Palm Springs mini backpack. This is the bag that I've owned the longest in one form or another. If you don't know my story with this bag, this is a bag which a few of my bags in my collection are kind of like that, where I really did not like this bag initially when it, I kept seeing unboxing after unboxing about the Louis Vuitton Palm Springs mini backpack. I was like, y'all are playing, y'all are joking. That is a child's backpack. It does not fit anything. It is not cute. And I think actually, because with every bag that I feel that way about and then I end up getting afterward, there's some kind of point in time where it actually makes sense, or I don't know, something happens where my mind just accepts the idea or embraces the idea of owning the particular bag. For this bag, I actually had a dream that I owned it. I think that's what it was, because like it was one of those things where I saw unboxings on it, and I just, if I really enjoyed the person who I was watching their video, it wasn't just a random channel that I clicked on. I would watch, their, views about the bag, but if not, I would just kind of click off. Just being honest. So, yes, yeah, I purchased the bag originally in May of 2018 from a boutique in Charleston, South Carolina, at the time. And I was totally in love with the bag. Like, I walked into the boutique with my friends that day, and we were actually just visiting. And we were just visiting Charleston, and went into Louis Vuitton, and I asked if they happen to have this bag in the store. They did actually have one. Showed it, the sales associate, she did show me the bag. I put some of my items inside, walked out with the bag that day. Had no intention, of buying a bag, but I walked out with one, and I was totally in love from that period of time. But with the Palm Springs Mini, a lot of common issues at the time with the older model was like the canvas like wearing off, because before, this newer model with the exposed zipper, it was a hidden zipper, and then when you zipped and unzipped it, like it was just like a lot of issues with the canvas peeling, and that's what happened to my first one. I did end up taking it back to Louis Vuitton, got it replaced. And then the same thing happened to my second Palm Springs Mini. Then at the time, they came out with a newer model. And so, yeah, I took my second one back to the store. They went ahead and deemed it defective. That was back in November 2019. And then I ended up getting this version, which is the newer version. I absolutely love this newer version. I was like a little on the fence about it because I did like the hidden zipper. However, the exposed zipper, again, like I mentioned in my review, you don't even see it from the front. You only see it from the side, and it's not like it's way out there. So I really like this particular version. It just makes the bag more functional to zip and unzip with just one hand. And then plus the hardware is a lot smaller. So, a lot of people were using like little bag chains like this as a necessity. but you really don't have to. Even though the hardware is smaller, you can zip and unzip with ease now as far as the main zipper. Now, if you happen to use this little small pocket, which is a con to me of this bag, that this pocket really is not that usable. You do, to me, have to kind of lift this flap in order to unzip this pocket here, and then it's very difficult to get in and out of it. Yeah, but if you do happen to use this pocket for anything, I would say you probably do need something on the zipper to be able to get a good grip, and then go ahead and unzip. Like, this zipper to me is harder than even the old zipper on the Palm Springs Mini. So I never use it. I thought I was going to be that one exception who's going to use this little pocket because I like to use everything that the bag offers, but I don't. So yes, so this bag does come with 2 straps because it is like a little backpack. So it comes with these straps. To me, these straps are a bit of a con as well because they're very thin. So if I just wear one of these, like if I'm wearing the bag crossbody, which is how I would typically wear the Palm Springs Mini, but typically wear it crossbody, it just really digs into my chest. I do have a bigger chest, so I would have to actually wear both of these straps at the same time for the bag to be more comfortable once you do put your items inside. So yeah, that would be a con as well to me of the bag. It does have like a little black interior here. It does have a pocket in the back, which I never use. Just because if my stuff is like all filled up in the bag, it's a really inconvenient to like try to dig and take your stuff out. I feel like you have to take your items out to actually get to anything you put into this pocket, unless you don't carry a lot of things in your bag in the first place. So that would be like another con to me. Like, I just feel like the pockets associated with this bag are not very useful, in my opinion. I mean, I know people do use this particular pocket, but I feel like it's really only useful if you don't carry a lot of items in the main compartment of the bag. It is black interior. That's definitely a pro. So, you know, dirt and all that, you know, you could just really clean it out and it wouldn't be necessarily that visible. I think this bag was made in France. This particular newer model was. And it does have all the treated leather. That is another pro of the bag because it is all weather. Again, I would typically use this bag when I'm going to like the nail salon, or if it was raining, like that would be a time I would use this particular bag because nothing's gonna happen to it. You just wipe it off and keep it rocking. Again, because it does have like this smaller hardware, you do have to be mindful that if you carry like a lot of different items in the bag, and even if you use some different straps with the bag that may weigh on this hardware, you do have to be aware, because I've seen before where people have had issues with some of the stitches coming out of these little grommets things here. I don't know what you call them, but I've seen that before where people have had like a lot of wear on these like little, you know, what's holding in the D-rings for the bag. Even on these bottom ones that don't typically get a lot of use, I've seen people have wear on these. I don't personally have wear on them, but I've seen that before as far as people reviewing wear and tear of the bag. So you do have to be mindful of that. It is pretty though. It does have like the little padding on the back. This one, like a lot of the Palm Springs minis that you see, they're not really lined up because they are different pieces of canvas. But this one I feel like is pretty well lined up. I really like this one. Like, see, it's lined up pretty well as far as the canvas is concerned. And then I know some people said the ones that are made in USA, like the top handle sits a little bit further back, some people have noticed. And then the ones made in France kind of sits perfectly in the middle. So, I don't know. I haven't seen one made in the USA, so I really couldn't speak on that. But I don't know. That's just an observation that I've heard other people make. So, the biggest thing for me about the bag is I really like the canvas and the black leather. It just looks a little bit edgier to me, a little bit more sleek. And I like the fact that it's a small bag, but it does carry a lot of different items. I like that it's all weather. It's a really great vacation bag to me. Used this bag the first time when I originally came here to Houston. Well, yeah, that was actually the first trip with this bag after getting this newer model when, you know, myself and my best friend and my mother came here to Houston in December of 2019 to look for apartments. That was kind of like the first trip away with this bag. Really, really enjoyed using it with the newer zipper. Highly recommend this particular model. Even if you're looking for the bag pre-loved, I really wouldn't get the older one just because of the problems associated with that one. I would recommend either buying it brand new or getting a pre-loved version that does have the exposed zipper. It just will make a world of difference in my opinion. So that's pretty much everything I wanted to say on this bag. I really love it still. And I would still very much recommend it if you're looking for like a day-to-day bag, even like a little vacation bag, like if you're going to Disney or just certain places like that, which there's hope for the future. Maybe you will, but I think it's a nice vacation bag, even if you're just going down the street on vacation or if you're going to the zoo, museum. It's a lightweight bag. It is canvas. So the only weight you're really going to feel is the weight of your items inside. Again, nice for water parks, things like that. Another thing I forgot to mention too is like these little tabs on the side. People have gotten wear on those. I think Louis Vuitton will replace them at a price, but you do have to be mindful of, you have to be mindful of these because they do get wear. Yeah. But other than that, yeah, it's just really cute little practical bag. It does have this little loop on the bottom. I think that they said it's for scarves. I don't use it. Thought I would use it, but I don't. So yeah, that's the Palm Springs Mini in a nutshell. Now let's talk about the bag that's in my lap, which is the Louis Vuitton Bumbag. So this bag was purchased September of 2020, last year. Got it from a sales associate in Austin, Texas, who's gotten a few Louis Vuitton items for me. And hopefully you guys can see it. Maybe I should carry it on this side or, hold it on this side. But yes, so got this bag in September of last year from a sales associate and out of the Austin, Texas VA. He was able, I said VA, but out of the Austin, Texas Louis Vuitton store. And he was able to order this piece for me. So I did get it, September. A week or two later after he ordered it, came seamlessly, and I've pretty much been using it a lot since then. This is probably one of my most used bags of last year. Just very easy to put on anytime I'm going out, and especially if I'm wearing really casual clothes or if I'm going to the grocery store, going out to run a few errands. This bag is just so comfortable to wear, even across the waist. I never thought I would do that, but I have. It's comfortable to wear around the waist and not have to worry about it. It's comfortable to wear across the body or even as a shoulder bag. I really like the fact that this bag is very versatile as far as using it, wearing it. I love the fact that it has really big hardware. So that's the thing here. We just talked about the Palm Springs Mini. It has the smaller, little daintier hardware, which it fits the bag, so I'm not mad about that. This one is just more utilitarian. It has the bigger zipper pulls, which I really love. It has just even the bigger hardware on the side. Even the D-ring is bigger, really, really big. And like I said, the hardware is really big. The strap is it reminds me of my Louis Vuitton Noe that I sold last year to my mother, which was a vintage bag, but I just feel the Noe is a very well made bag. And it's just a proof of the quality of Louis Vuitton, especially the vintage bags. So this one I feel almost is up to par with that. The strap isn't as thick as the Noe strap, but it's still a very nice, comfortable strap to wear. Crossbody across the waist. On the shoulder, it's very, very comfortable. Again, this is a nice bag to wear out, just on errands, to the grocery store. Even if you're just kind of going out and about, maybe going to a few places. The biggest downside of this bag is it does have a lot of vachette leather, and vachette leather is of course very beautiful. It wears very beautifully if you take care of it. However, it is subject to staining, either water spots or just stains. And that is something that happened to my bag a few weeks back. Actually, it was what had happened was, yeah, so usually I wear like a headband across my head, and sometimes I just, it's one of those things where you don't pay attention. Let me just tell you the story of what happened real quick. So I wasn't paying attention. I had a headband that I had been wearing on my head. I think maybe I had gone to the gym, worked out, or whatever, or something happened. I don't know. Maybe I had just put some oil or something on my hair. I took my headband off, like kind of just threw it down on the bed. My handbag was on the bed. I did not notice until maybe the next day. And the headband was on the strap. So what had happened was, yeah, black dye from the headband got onto the strap, and it was really, really dark, you guys. I actually went in with a magic eraser to try to lighten it up or to try to remove the stain. It did not completely remove the stain. You can still see the dark, some of the like dark spots. You're not gonna probably be able to see it with the lighting, but you can kind of see that this little portion here is a little bit darker. It almost just looks like a little smudge, and some of the areas on the leather are just like a little bit darker, especially like really where the corners are. I can definitely see it clearly, but you're probably not going to be able to see it very clearly. But it was like really black, you guys, and I was able to get a lot of it out. But still, the bag suffered irreparable damage. So I was very like heartbroken about that. I mean, at the end of the day, I could probably replace, it's not what I can probably do. I can go and replace all of the leather through Louis Vuitton, but of course that does cost money to do. But I don't think I'll end up doing that. Like, I was able to get out most of the black spots with the magic eraser. Again, you can still see some of it, but as the bag patinas, it probably will be fine. And then like this little spot where I was like scrubbing is a little bit lighter than the rest of the patina on the bag. So I'll have to contend with that. But if it just gets too bad looking, I could always, again, pay to replace the leather. So again, that is an option you do have through Louis Vuitton, even though it is vachette leather. As long as, they still like have the parts and all of that, they can replace the leather. That's what I did with my Noe. My Noe, one of the straps had broken off, and I did take it to Louis Vuitton. They did replace all of the leather on the bag, and it was like brand new. It looked absolutely gorgeous. So that's something that can be done with this particular bag. So that's a plus. And that's a plus for both bags. Like anything that happens to the bags, like even if there's any wear or if stitches or something come out, even of this one, because again, even though the bag is all weather, it doesn't mean that things won't happen. But it's more visible on a vachette bag. So that's the thing. But the good thing is Louis Vuitton you can still take it back to Louis Vuitton and they can put in for repair and replace it. It's just that it does sometimes take a long time to get that repair back. So that's, one of the biggest cons, I would say, of this particular bag, and of really having any bag with vachette leather. You have to be very careful. I haven't had a bag with vachette leather, like a handbag, since my Noe. So, yeah, like it's been a while. So I just was very careless then. But still love the bag. I still wear it out, of course. I love the back pocket. Again, it has that really big, sufficient zipper. Back here, like you can carry your phone. My iPhone 12 Pro Max does fit back here. I can carry my card holder, and just like really some little knickknacks. It's a functional exterior pocket, unlike the Palm Springs Mini. So that's another pro for the bag. You do have to flip up they recommend you flip up the lip portion in order to unzip the bag. It does have 2 zipper pulls. That's a pro to me. I do have a bag organizer in here, and that's why it's so like structured. Otherwise, if the organizer's not in here, it would be a lot more malleable. Kind of like the Palm Springs Mini is a very malleable, soft bag. The canvas is very soft. This one's very similar. So if like I open the bag, I'm using this bag now, so all of my items are in here inside of the organizer. If you did get this bag, I would recommend an organizer, just because like if you wear it across the chest, when you open it, like your items wouldn't be shifting. You could find things a lot more quicker. They just stay in place with the organizer. Of course, you don't have to, if you don't mind that, if you don't use a lot of items in your bag, but just if you wear it across the chest, I would say your items are going to shift if you don't have an organizer. So that's the biggest pro to me of like having an organizer with this bag. So if you kind of look in, this is everything in here. I can still fit more items on top. And the bag is a little bit weighty. If I didn't go into like the dimensions or anything of the bag, but I'll probably include that below. When I recorded this video last week, it was like 40 minutes because I was really detailed. We're not going to get into all that today. So I'll include all of that below. But yeah, this is everything that I have inside of the Bumbag. It is like a burgundy bag organizer, which I really, really like. And yeah, I'll just like maybe keep my keys up here, lotion. What is that, lotion? No, right here. Lotion right here. Lotion is important. It's fundamental. And then like I'll have some like wet ones on the corner here. Just things that you really need quick access to. I have a lot of lip products in here. I have my keys, ink pen, nail file, my Louis Vuitton round coin purse, Lysol, the lipstick that I'm wearing. I haven't talked about this, but I actually purchased this before the new year. This is one of my favorite lipsticks, you guys. This is like a newer formula that Chanel makes, and this color is called Bittersweet. What is it called? It is the Rouge Allure Liquid Powder in 964. I know the color is called Bittersweet. Oh, sorry, you guys. The battery is dying on my iPod Touch, which I don't know why, because I have let me turn on. Okay, here we go. We're back in business again. So, yeah, just want to reference that. I do have that here in the bag. Then I also have another Chanel product that I recently bought, which I really like, which is the Chanel Cocoa Balm that everybody talks about, the Rouge Cocoa Balm. I actually really like this. I would repurchase this. In comparison to like the Dior Lip Glow, which is my fave, I say that the Chanel Cocoa Balm is a little bit lighter. To me, it's a little bit better to wear under lipsticks, and especially like this one that's like a drier kind of formula. It doesn't move. So I would definitely repurchase this, and will definitely repurchase this. Video's not about that, but just FYI. I'm still gonna purchase my Dior, but I will definitely repurchase the Cocoa Balm. Really nice. So yeah, there's just like a lot of items in here. I find that both bags fit about the same, but I feel like if I didn't have the organizer in here, I probably could fit more in the Bumbag than you would in the Palm Springs Mini. Because if you stuff the Palm Springs Mini, I don't feel like you can necessarily, really get your items out easily and put them back easily. That's my experience with the Palm Springs Mini, and that is what I would say is a con, because you have to keep in mind, when you open the Palm Springs Mini, and if you're carrying it, like you're looking down at your items, unless you put it like on a table, and then in that case you can see everything, but otherwise you're carrying it like this and you're looking down into the bag and shifting around to get your items. So you have to keep that in mind. Whereas with the Bumbag, if you're carrying it across the chest, then you're kind of like, when you open it, you can kind of see all of your items this way when you look down. If you're carrying it around the waist, you would have to kind of pull it up a little bit more, but you can still see all of your items at a glance when you open it up this way. So, yeah, and it does have a black interior, just like the Palm Springs Mini. So didn't mention that as well. But yeah, like I think this bag was made in Spain. I think this bag's made in Spain. So yeah. But yeah, I think this bag fits more. Again, I haven't tested that out and tried it, but I think this bag will fit more without the organizer than the Palm Springs Mini. And I think with the organizer, it fits about the same, but I feel like your items are a bit more accessible and you can see them better when you open the bag than you can the Palm Springs Mini. So as far as like the retail price and which one I recommend, if you just want a carefree bag you don't have to worry about, I would personally recommend getting the Palm Springs Mini. If you like bum bags, if you like versatility of use, you don't mind the vachette leather, I would recommend getting the Bumbag. I feel like there's a place for both of them in my collection. If I were going on vacation and only had to pick one, I don't know. Right now I would say the Bumbag, but that probably wouldn't be the wisest choice, especially if you go somewhere and it rains. But this is kind of my fix for that. So what one of the things I've been doing with my bum bag lately is you can't remove the strap, but you can shorten it to where it's almost flush with the back of the bag. Possibly what you can do too is you can like put like maybe a plastic bag or something over the strap to kind of protect it. And then I will use like my Fendi strap as like a secondary strap, which it is a like fabric strap, and it's very comfortable, very thick. So I would do that, and then that way the only leather pieces you have to worry about is this top portion, as well as like the little mini leather pieces here, which you can kind of cover that with your hands or maybe your coat, something like that. So, kind of protect that from rain spots and damage. So, and you can also like put like a little bandeau across here, and that way, pretty much for the most part, this whole thing would be covered. So that would be my fix for this. I mean, if you're smart about it, I mean, Palm Springs Mini would be like a really good bag to wear like on vacation, especially if you're going to a tropical environment. Um, yeah, it would be a really good bag because you wouldn't have to worry about it. You can toss it around for the most part and it would be just fine. You just would have to be cognizant of how much you're carrying in the bag, and you have to just really keep an eye out for these smaller D-rings and this smaller, like these little leather pieces that the D-rings are attached to, because sometimes you can see wear on these even prematurely if you're not being mindful of that. Otherwise, as far as like, zipping and unzipping the bag is perfectly fine with the newer version. This one, again, you do have more considerations. You do have like the leather, but I just told you kind of like my little fix for that. But again, you do still have the other little exterior leather pieces. I feel like this one would be good for vacation, especially if you wore it like almost as a backpack or a sling, because this little lip right here like covers the zipper. So if someone tried to get into your bag, like they would struggle a bit and you would feel it. So you could also wear this in front of you on the waist. So that way, no one's getting into it without you seeing. You could wear it across the chest. So it could just be like, I feel like this would be a good vacation bag too, because you can wear it like in front of you, like literally in front of your body. So you have visibility of the bag at all times. Whereas this one would be crossbody, maybe it would shift to the back or to the side. If you were in a crowded place, you would have to be mindful of that and make sure you keep your eyes on this one. I feel like this one's a bit easier. And then like to me, the hardware is thicker. It's just, that extra step of getting into the bag by flipping this up. And then, it's not necessarily as easy as the Palm Springs Mini to zip and unzip. Even when you do like take up the flap. So that's the other thing I would say. Yeah, like you see this here. And it could just be all the stuff that I have in here, but I just feel like this would be a nice vacation bag personally. And then you could kind of work to cover some of these exposed leather pieces to make it even like more weatherproof. If you were going into an environment and maybe you didn't know it was going to rain or something like that, you could still go through those options to protect it, and you can get an exterior strap and like just kind of cover and protect this one. And that would be another option for you if you're going to go on vacation and it did have some inclement weather that you were dealing with. So I would go on vacation with this one, just because again of the things I just mentioned to you guys. Like I just feel like you have more visibility with this one, but this one wouldn't be bad either. And then again, it's all weather. You wouldn't have to worry about anything. But yeah, with this one, with the bum bag, like when you open it, you can see all of your items at a glance. You can put items in the back pocket here. Like you can put your passport back here. And it just has to me more functionality. Like you can get to your items easier with the bum bag than you can with the Palm Springs Mini. So, to me, this one would make a better vacation bag, better day-to-day bag when you're going out to the store, grocery shopping. Like if you're going to the zoo, a better bag. Again, if you protect those leather pieces. But there's nothing wrong with this one. This one does retail for more than the bum bag at this time, even with Louis Vuitton's price increase. I'm not actually quite sure on the retail price of the Palm Springs Mini. I think I heard in the US it went up to $21.20, but then I still see $19.90 on the website. And then this one did go up to, I believe, $17.30. as far as the price increase. So still, if it's if this one's $19.90 and then this one's $17.30, it's like a $200 price difference. So it's not necessarily, well, a little over $200, yeah, for if you wanted the Palm Springs Mini, but you would get the extra protection of it being all weather. So I don't necessarily think price would be such a big difference, to be honest. It's just really which one you prefer, or even if you prefer both. Maybe like get the Palm Springs Mini before you get the Bumbag. But again, yeah, it just really depends, because this one is still under $2,000. So I think you have maybe a little bit longer, as far as maybe a few more years before this one inches closer to that mark. Whereas this one is, you know, pretty much at $2,000 and over. So if this one goes through more price increases, yeah, you're looking at midway through like the mid 2000s for this one. So hopefully that gives you guys a little bit more clarity. I'm gonna include the dimensions below because I had them before, but I forgot about them. So I'll include them in the description box below if you guys are wanting more information on that. But they're both really, really good bags. I love both of them. This one I just kind of prefer more right now, but just kind of depends on whatever phase you're in. But yeah, this one I would highly recommend. I love this bag. Definitely have to eat my words with this one. It's just so beautiful. Thick hardware, thick straps, easy to use, nice exterior pocket. In a nutshell, that is this bag to me. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. Talked on and on for like half an hour about these two bags. But they're, yeah, definitely favorites in my collection. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one of them, personally. So let me know below what you guys think of these bags. If you own either one of them, which one you prefer, if you own both. Or if you had to make a decision between the two, which one would you choose? So definitely comment below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you do give it a thumbs up. Make sure you do also share, subscribe to the channel, and definitely give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And I thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my very next video. Bye, guys.